family. Another phrase popped in my head a few moments ago. If you missed the Instagram stories, I'm sorry. Sometimes I pop in on that situation on that platform just to do it. But as soon as I got done posting the last story, I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about it, okay? When I tell you the amount of restraint that I have been practicing with this is impeccable, okay? I have always been a get stuff done type of person. Something not sitting right with me. Everything about this, again, there's stories upon stories in the Bible. And if you want to know truly, in my opinion, testing the spirit of somebody, this situation right here is it. If somebody wants a current little example, this right here. Because who? Other nations only have a certain time frame in which they can oppress. There's only going to be just a little bit longer that they can do so, because the thing about balance, right? The thing about not even just general balance, God's balance. You feel me? The people that continue to do things like gentrify, red zone, divide, may say pillage and conquer. Put those words out there. Do they really think in their head, and I know they do, that they got away with it? I really do think that they truly believe they got away with it. I'm just saying, for people like myself, when I am seeing wrongdoings, in a way, I'm making my life mission to never let it happen again. I make it a purpose of mine to fight, professionally, of course, logically, of course, through wisdom, of course, but nonetheless, I fight. You are not going to mess We are strong people. The amount of what we have endured, and I'm talking personally and collectively, the way we have been for so many years, I just, oh, I feel it in my, man, I feel it in my soul that the way people think it's gonna go one way, but then God shows up and he's just like, that's one of mine. We're not doing that. The way he swoops in, because as I said in other videos, go catch up on the other ones. His reach far, 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 far more powerful and more stretched out than anybody who thinks they are in some type of control. Okay? So, the utter fact, I need to sip on that. That this is just another situation where supposedly, where is the substantial definitive answers? Where is the substantial information? Oh, there is none. Oh, wow. Really? You mean to tell me nothing is holding this person from being away right now? But y'all already wanted to make your decision off of supposedly, allegedly, because we all know the story about how certain systems like to blame certain groups of people before they are even able to tell the whole truth. And quite frankly, at this point, not even being of the world. That's what was not making sense to me, but I had to tap back in to certain aspects of how this society works. Okay? Even regardless of that. Okay? Please understand. God, just like he did with Paul, just like he did with Job, just like he did with Moses, just like he did with the 3 brothers in the furnace. The people that thought they had in control of things, the people that they thought that they were like, oh yeah, just another person to attack for money, to attack for a name, to attack for their own selfish wants or promotional situations, whatever the case may have, whatever reason they feel like they are in control, then they get burnt. It's crazy. Figuratively, of course. You know, I'll put the book, actually, I won't put a scripture up, but the book in which I am referring to, so you guys can read it yourself and look it up. Those examples are the ones that are keeping me sane right now. The fact that I have to bury myself in scriptures, and that is the only thing I can concentrate on right now, because if I don't, I will go. Ain't nothing new under the sun. There have been plenty of families, plenty of men, plenty of women, plenty of children having to go through similar things because of this walk. It's not an easy one, okay? And I didn't see it until recently. It didn't register to me, because to me, it was just hardships of life, you know. And now it's starting to click because of this real situation that our people, now mind you, I always, it did click, but not to the extent in which it has currently. Great people that follow God and His Son, men that follow Him, are the most misunderstood, misrepresented, disrespected, thrown away, disregarded. I can go on and on. The women have to literally sit and watch the tumultuous circumstances that these men go through every day. I've seen it. But I tell you, I'm not gonna get emotional, not. The amount of love I have for this person, I'm gonna just say that because we gonna tell our story eventually. I know we are. I feel it. Even if it's just me telling it because I'm, better with words when it comes to certain things. But it has to be told in a certain way. Because when I tell you, sleeping with no heat, having to deal with broken hearts, having to sit through someone healing over and over and over again, only to get knocked back down. When I tell you, God's lick back with this, it got to be so real. That's the phrase that keep popping up in my head, lick back. And I know He's gonna use me. I know He's gonna use me in that way, because He knows that the burning sensation I have right now, it's not gonna go away until I make it stop. It's not gonna go away until this gets cleared up, and then I can take the steps I need to take. He knows I am a fireball, every limb, my throat. I want to scream. I want to shout. When I tell you, because it's just like the example where even people turned up in the Bible about their cause, when they bold and when they when they bold about what they believe in their faith. I'm both bold in my faith and in real life. Can't unleash it yet. I know I can't, because I went discipline. That's the thing. I gotta have real discipline with this, because this is not my fight. However, when everything gets cleared up, when everything gets settled and the dust is clear and everything else that is going to be moved, the lioness in me is just wanting to pop out. It's wanting to rip stuff apart. And I can't do that, because I don't like when people mess with my family. I don't like when people mess with mine. I don't like that amount, because I know people are feeling this outrage right now. Just, it wants to uproot itself. No matter how my body is reacting, because to me, worldly speaking, just so people in simplistic ways can understand, it's kind of similar to the grief process. I'm not grieving, okay? Just to make that clear, I'm not grieving. I'm long suffering. I am seeing stuff unfold that is so unprecedented to most people, but to a person that walks with God, this is more common than someone may think. To me, it's out of left field and I have to deal with it. But again, lick back. God's outreach trumps anybody who thinks they're in control now. He will sit you down and humble you so fast. He will take what you love most and crumble it in his hand. He will smash it to pieces. I'm not trying to deter nobody from this walk. I'm just letting y'all know that's what he will do. He will take everything you know and test it. And right now, specifically just the book of Job is popping in my head, because it is the most closest story that I can compare my situation to right now. And I don't want to compare my loved one to what Job has gone through, because it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there are similarities. This man has everything taken from him and just not and unable to explain. But I'm thinking the end, he's gonna get back everything. His family. His kids. Found out today. And his daughter. they are reliving a situation that they thought was over, and they were just truly starting to heal. Again, seeing a person try to heal from a situation over and over and over again. I know it has to be for a reason, God. It has to be for a reason. It's because I felt a universal switch even within myself. So I want you to know, if you feel with what you're experiencing, not just a think you feel what I'm based upon my feelings type of feel. No, what you are currently going through, if you feel that he is just crumbling everything, please read the book of Job and know that you have a chance to know that everything is going to work out for the better. Yes, he can literally rip the chair from under you through these evil people, but he will do it. And that's just another part of his glory. He will make it all okay. And I have to have faith. And I have to have hope in that. I see so much now within this time period. What I need to be as a woman, even more so. And it took this for me to get there. It took this for certain people to sit down and be humbled. It took this for people to be stronger. It took this to even be more of an example of God's glory, of God's way of showing that, listen, hearken onto this. So I gotta have faith. God is not a man to be played with. He's just not. Neither is his son. They are not one that you want to be on the wrong side of war with. God is referred to a man of war. And when you mess with one of his little ones, you might as well drown in the ocean. Like, just pause right there. Scripture says that if you mess with his what? He is not to be played with. Okay? So all I'm saying is, for the powers that want to be, I can't wait until this is cleared up. The journey will be showed. And I can't stop now. It's already begun. So I'm going to end off with this. Even though God may be giving you a test that may feel at the time unbearable, please find the joy, please find the stillness, please find the calmness that you need to prevail in that test. These labor pains and these times are not for the weak. They're just not. So just know you gotta have a heart and a zeal for God that you have never had before. It has to level up. It has to be there. It has to be undoubtedly so. Take me as an example, a living, in real time example that you can stand in the midst of adversity and nothing will prosper. You can stand in the middle of chaos and confusion, but you will not be moved. The lessons that you are given from now until you are called home is all for the glory of God and His Son. Have faith, be strong, endure. And that's all I got to say, family. So until the next one, take care.